Hello, all praise be to Jesus Christ, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So, the deep state, how evil are they, eh? They're heaps evil, huh? Really evil. Like, it's so obvious. It's so obvious that they're evil. And the Democrats, it's so obvious. Like, anybody could see. Anybody could see. Like, they can't make it more obvious, can they? I mean, it's plain as day. Plain as day. It's really obvious. Everybody can see it now, right? We can all see how evil they are. It's like, it's almost as if they want you to know how evil they are. They're behaving so evilly. It's almost as if they want every single person, like the Democrats and the left-wing media, they're behaving almost as if they want everybody to know how evil they are. Like, it's almost transparent what they're doing. It's like they're not even trying to hide it. They're just being like openly evil. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird how evil they are being? It's really weird, isn't it, how evil they are being? It's just like completely open, completely evil, transparently evil. They're breaking all of the rules. Everything they're doing is unprecedented evil. Pardon me. It's weird. It's weird how evil they're being. So obvious. It's so obvious how evil they are. Everybody can see it. I mean, you can see it, right? You can see how evil they're being. I mean, it doesn't take anybody who's particularly smart or even anybody who's been following it that like, you can see they're evil. You know, the left side of politics. So evil. It's almost as if they want you to know. It's almost as if they want you to know. It's almost as if, like, it sort of comes across as they're all working together and this is part of their narrative still. You know, you've got the whole of politics, it's, you know, controlled. It's almost as if that's what's happening. It's almost as if they want Trump to be loved and they want Trump to gain the support of everybody. You know, he sort of come in as the bad guy, sort of, you know, and he's spoken to the downtrodden, the underclass, the people who have been screwed over for the last 8 years of the evil Obama. And they're transparently evil, aren't they? The people that Trump is fighting against. It's all a show. Enjoy the show. What makes a great show? Great actors. It's almost as if those same people who have been manipulating you your entire life and lying to you your entire life and have fooled you your entire life are still fooling you. Or do you think that you've suddenly got a whole lot smarter? Or do you think they've suddenly got a whole lot stupider? Just all of a sudden, you know, since Trump's come along, all of a sudden, one side of politics is completely, like, they've deceived you your entire life and everybody else as well. But now all of a sudden, you can see through it because your IQ's just gone up. Is that what you think? Or do you believe the official story? You believe the official story that the government is telling you? How many times have you believed the official story the government is telling you? And how many times has that worked out for you? I mean, come on. When the mainstream gets on the bandwagon of some particular idea or ideology, is it good? I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point, but it just seems so obvious. Stop and think about what's going on. Stop and think about it. Think about if it's too good to be true. Now, there's some things that you really should take into consideration. Like, there are some prophecies that are written in a book called the Bible, and sorry, I'm being a bit sarcastic in this one because it's just strange to me that people just buy along. Like, you're accused of saying "think for yourself." Are any of you actually thinking for yourself? This is a rant video. I'm annoyed. I guess I should calm down. I should calm down and be nicer. But it is strange. Think for yourself. It's almost as if, you know how the left go and they have their chants? The right side of politics at this point could almost have a chant. Think for yourself. You could all go and group together and march down the street saying, think for yourself, we're all thinking for ourselves. All of one mind, thinking for yourself. Think logically. Think logically. Think about it. Think logically about what's going on. I mean, come on. Think logically, because there's two possibilities here. One possibility is that Donald Trump and his elite group of patriots, with the help of some anonymous people on the internet, are taking back the entire world from an evil satanic cabal that's been running the world for thousands of years. Or the other option is that the evil cabal that's been running the world for thousands of years is still in control and they're tricking you because they want to bring in the next phase of their plan. It's called the New World Order. The New World Order does not come in through being obviously evil and everybody hating them. The New World Order comes in the exact same way that they've achieved everything else. That's through false flags and trickery and Hegelian dialectics and making you support it. How do you think Hitler came to power? How do you think the Russian communist people came to power? With the popular support of the people is how they came to power. People supported it. Do you think the New World Order is stupid? Do you think the people who've been in control of the entire world for thousands of years are stupid? Do you think that you're smarter than they are? Do you really think so? Think about it. Think logically. What makes a good show? Good actors. Think about it. Think logically. Now, it's worth noting, I mentioned the Bible earlier, it's worth noting that there are a whole bunch of Bible prophecies that have come to light, come to pass recently. I'm not an expert on Bible prophecy because I've only been a recent Christian, so I'm not the best at explaining them, but there's some things that you can look up. Like Israel has just passed its 71st year. That's significant. There's been a whole bunch of blood moons on specific dates. That's significant. And signs in heaven. There's a Revelation 12 sign. And there's a couple of wars coming up. The Psalm 83 war and the Ezekiel 38 war. You might like to look into them and see how the world is positioning to have them come in. And you might like to look at, well, there's such a thing as a rapture. So if you're in control of the New World Order, how would you arrange the world? If you were Satan, how would you arrange the world to deal with all of the true Christians getting raptured off the earth? What would your explanation be? You'd have to have some explanation set up to hide the fact that the rapture had happened. It's another thing you might like to look into. Sorry, I'm just a bit annoyed. I'm a bit annoyed because I see the way the world is going, and I see that it's going to go the way it's going. And it's frustrating. Like, how it's frustrating watching the left, and they just don't get it. And they want equality, and they want anti-racism, and they want, equality between the genders and no racism, and so they're sexist and racist. And it's like, you just want to explain to them, hey, you think you're supporting something good, you think you're doing the right thing, you're being very enthusiastic, and you're going and protesting in the street, and you're putting yourself on the line, you're really putting yourself out there, and you're going for it. You lefties, you silly lefties, you're trying really hard because you think you're doing the right thing, but you're supporting evil. Don't you just want to say to the left, hey, look, you're supporting evil, just let me explain to you, and then they yell at you and they don't listen. Because they're so focused on what they believe to be right that they don't consider any alternative. It's frustrating. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Jesus is the only way. And I know that these videos and my testimony have only reached a small number of people, and I'm hoping that these videos will be useful to people after, when the Antichrist comes up and when people start getting beheaded and the wars start and all that. When it starts to become more obvious that what you're supporting is bad, I hope that my testimony will still be around and people will find it, and that will help them to understand and to die for Jesus. So I'm not really expecting at this point to turn many people around from the path that they're on. But nevertheless, I'm still here. So I'm sorry I've been a bit aggro, a bit sarcastic in this video. I mean, it's hard. Like I know that you're trying to do the right thing, right? You're supporting your country. You know, Patriots Unite, all that thing. You think you're doing a good thing. You think you're on the side of right. But you just got to wake up. You're not. May Jesus bless you and lead you to the truth. Amen.